What's up, team? The conversation today, I'm discussing the concept of a home equity line of credit and its benefits for homeowners. As we know, HELOC allows you to borrow against the equity in your home, which is the difference between your home's value and the loan balance. This process involves an appraisal sometimes we don't need an appraisal. It just depends on the scenario, which we can, curtail just to you. Typically, borrowing ranges from 80 to 90% of the home's value. HELOCs can be used for various purposes such as home improvements, debt consolidation, real estate investments, and other investments. So it's important to use your HELOC responsibly and don't get into any frivolous spending because remember, folks, it's still a loan. Hey, check this out. Down below in the bio, I want you to click the link to my first-time homebuyer checklist. It tells you all about it if you're a first-time homebuyer. Also, drop a thumbs up and comment if you've learned anything from the video. And remember to subscribe to the channel for more information and great guests who will be coming on the channel. All right, so back to the HELOC. Okay, homeowners can tap into your equity. And again, that's the difference between your loan balance and your home's value through a home equity line of credit or also a HE loan. There's various different ways that we can tap your equity. Equity grows through appreciation, and as your monthly payments, you knock down what you owe, you gain equity. Okay, we don't want you to ever borrow the full amount because if home values drop, you're going to be stuck. And although most lenders don't let you do that anyway. Now, I've been dealing with mortgages for off and on over 20 years, and I've helped hundreds of people access their home equity for various purposes. The process of getting a HELOC involves an appraisal to determine the home's value again. Then we compare that to your loan balance to determine the equity that can be borrowed. All right, applying for a HELOC is kind of similar to getting pre-approved for a mortgage, but without some of the hoops you have to jump through on a purchase. So let's say another refinance, okay? But it's the same process. We need to verify your income. We need to verify the debt you have so we don't overload you with more debt. But it's simple. We get some basic information about your job and income, and we determine if an appraisal is necessary, and boom, we get the ball rolling. Now, there are two main types of HELOCs. One is a lump sum of cash, and the other is an open line of credit. Now, the open line of credit, it functions similar to a credit card. The lump sum HELOC involves you receiving a wire transfer after the loan funds, and everything is complete on our end, while the open line of credit allows access to cash as you need it. Now, what are some common uses of a HELOC? Things like home improvement, debt consolidation, maybe even buying some other real estate. Home improvements are great ways to use your money from your HELOC, all right? Or upgrading your homes because that increases your value. Debt consolidation is a very popular one right now. A lot of people have really high credit card debt. The HELOC can offer a lower interest rate in reducing those monthly expenses. Real estate investment, we talked about earlier. Maybe you want to buy a bigger place, or maybe you want to get out of the one you're in and rent that one out and move to a different one, or just find a unit you want to rent that provides cash flow, some tax efficiency, makes it easy for you to do things and increase your financial net worth. All right. But also, I keep saying this, be responsible with a HELOC because it's still a loan and you can get yourself in a lot of trouble by overspending or not paying attention to your equity or what's going on with the market. So with that said, HELOCs are a great tool that you can have and to tap into if you have equity. And there's not a whole lot of risk other than you not paying attention to what you're spending. Maybe the market goes south, but those risks are really minimal in my opinion. We don't see that a whole lot. We did see sometimes when people really went over their equity is because the home values dropped and they got in some trouble. But generally, HELOCs are assets that generate a great return, such as, again, if you get into real estate or stocks, or you spend it on some worthy investments, maybe a second business, whatever. There's all kinds of options, Again, things that you can talk about with your spouse, your loved one, and figure out a game plan and then talk to me and we'll put together the best scenario. Sometimes it's better to refinance. Sometimes it's better just to pull out a little cash through the HELOC. All right, if you liked anything in this video, hit that thumbs up and subscribe, share the video. And again, if you subscribe, you get notified when there's new content on the channel. We're going to have some great guests coming up. All right, we'll see you next time.